star basketball player and champion, many time champion, MVP, all around star, Steph Curry, is out here defending his wife. And well, that's what a good husband does, okay? And once again, now, here we have people listening to Ayesha Curry's interviews. And in my opinion, taking so many things out of context of what this lady said. Okay? How can you get anything wrong when the lady tells the interviewer that she's had a crush on this man since she was a teenager? Okay, how do you get anything wrong from that? She was so shy and so withdrawn until she walked up to him and just shoved a bag of candy in his hand and walked away without saying anything. Okay, so no, they can't take that and see that this woman has loved this man from day one and has had nothing but respect for her husband from day one. Oh no. Okay, but maybe it comes from people not paying attention in school, when they taught the class on reading comprehension, with things like inference and things like clues to clue you in, and things like looking at context clues all around you to see and infer and really know what a person is really saying. Okay, maybe they didn't pay attention in school, but you know what? It's also some men who cannot handle disrespect of any kind because of their fragile egos, coming out here at another man's wife because they think she did something to disrespect her husband. Now, mind you, her husband, not them, not their wife, her husband, okay? They're not even related to this woman in any kind of way, but they want to get offended because of their fragile egos, okay? And you all know he was talking to Mike, K.Mike. He said that he thought that he was better than this. Steph Curry said, hey, he'll let these other clowns have their moment. But he definitely thought that K.Mike was better than this. And also told him, hey, stay in your lane. He said, we good over here. He said, stay in your lane. Let God keep blessing us and blessing me like he is, okay? He says stay in your lane because we good over here. And you know what? That's a wonderful response because he didn't have to get all down and dirty in the low life with people of such who want to come at Ayesha Curry and mess with her any kind of way. Look, there are some things that she said that was quite understandable, okay? And it didn't mean anything regarding whether or not she wanted to be with her husband. Like I said, go back to the beginning of that interview when the interviewer asked her how long they've known each other. And she tells from the very first moment that she had a crush on Steph Curry. A crush. Y'all know what that means? That means she was liking hard on this man. And at that time, young man, okay? Teenager. She was liking hard on him. Then, of course, when they did get together and got married, it was a wonderful dream come true. And that like hard became into a love hard, loving hard on this man. Okay? Of course, loving hard on this man. One other thing she may have said that people chose to take out of context is that she was not considering getting married, and that was not about Steph Curry. That was about the individual goals that she had for herself. Now, of course, when Steph Curry came into her life and they were dating and loved each other, of course she wanted to marry this man, but it was prior to what her goals were, and she said she was not thinking about marriage in that regard because she was thinking about other things with her career. Okay, so it's like this man shouldn't have to come out here and defend his wife against this nonsense. As he said, You know, stay in your lane. And, you don't have to tell them, Steph Curry, to let God keep blessing you, because you know what? No one can stop God from continuing to bless you. All right? I would say stay in your lane and be quiet. That's what I would tell them, because you know what? They can't let God do anything. God was doing his wonderful work in you and Ayesha's life from day one, okay? When he put you two together. That's right. Two loving, wonderful people who at an early age loved God, who at an early age gave great consideration to God's input and impartation in their lives. And now you're going to mess with these young people who knew God from way back when and how he put them together, And as that word says, whom God has put together, no man can put asunder. So that is the word I have for all of these naysayers out here who want to come at a woman who had nothing at all to do with them in any way. Okay? Steph Curry, you always say it right. You always get it right when it comes to who you know in your life. And that's the creator and master of the universe, who has continued to be there for you and your beautiful family and will continue to do that. And no one can stop that. No amount of disgusting things people say, no amount of that H word that people do, no amount of envy, no amount of jealousy can touch you or your beautiful wife Ayesha or your awesome and amazing kids. So just a word, So watch out because God's got Steph Curry, Ayesha Curry, and their family. God's got them. And you know what? No thing formed against them. No words of criticism, envy, or jealousy. No words of disregard will ever have any effect on what God has put together. And y'all, when you stop being envious and jealous, you'll see the blessings that God has for you as well. It's plenty for everyone, okay? Gifts and talents to everyone. That is what he has done.